All right, ladies and gentlemen, very, very briefly, I want to go over how I grade. I forgot that in the last post. Um, how I grade. Now, this grade you're graded out of 10 points on these take-home writing assignments. So 2 points go to turning the assignment in a timely manner. So you get 2 points just for turning it in and it fitting it fitting within the minimal requirements, 2 pages. What I asked for, you turn it in what I asked for. Um, in a timely manner, like before the deadline. You get 2 points just for turning it in. For all you people on out on YouTube that stumble upon this, that went to law school to think I'm a softie on their students. Okay, they're like, you shouldn't give them 2 points, but I'm cat. They call me Captain Save a Student out in these streets. So you get for back to my students, you get 2 points just for turning it in. The second 2 points, the second 2 points goes towards whether or not you got the right answer. So the answer I'm looking for, did you get the right answer? So that's 4 points out of 10. Then there's another 3 points that goes to whether or not it goes to the general organization of your writing. In other words, did you write in an IRAC or CRAC format or in a format that flowed? Now I taught you guys IRAC and CRAC, and you guys this is undergrad, so I want you to do what I taught you. So IRAC or CRAC, that's what I'm looking for. Um, so in other words, did your writing flow? Because some people are not. You guys are in undergrad. We're still learning. You're not. Some of you are not there writing yet, and you're not gonna learn how to do persuasive essay writing until you do it. And you might take a hit here or there, get bumped on the head here or there. But if you don't do that, you won't learn. So I have to let you know this isn't after on that 3 points. That 3 points. I'm sorry. That's where I let you know whether your writing was good enough. In other words, did you make, did it flow? In other words, did I know where you were going? And then, like I said, persuasive essay writing, legal writing is boring. So I'm supposed to, in the first 3 or 4 sentences of your paper, almost know what your answer is going to be if it's contention based, or actually know what your answer is going to be if it's contention based, or at least know what the issue is if it's issue based. So I know what we're talking about. Then I can flow down what rule is being applied, or the rationale. What are the facts? Okay. He talked about that. He talked about that. And then if it's issue based, I want to see that contention because that lets me know what your answer is. If it's contention based, I already know what your contention is at the beginning. I want to see it down there at the bottom. So you would be off if your contention started one way, you flowed through the paper, did a ruling and analysis, and then your contention changed. It was something different. That means the bookends don't match. So that's not good writing. Um, so I agree. That's that first 3 points. The third 3 points is just whether or not you were in the ballpark. In other words, did you apply the correct rule? I'm sorry, I said correct rule or rationale in answering the question. Because guess what? You can get a right answer just by guessing, but you're not in the ballpark with the rationale. I'm not in the business of showing love to people. I'm already showing you love for turning in by giving you 2 points, but I'm definitely not in the business of showing you love for mistakenly or stumbling upon the right answer. I want to know that you applied the correct rule and rationale, and spotted the right issue, or the right issue. In other words, was the right issue one, and two, did you apply the right rule that would get you to the right answer? Of course, of course, if you apply the wrong rule or don't spot the right issue, you would be wrong, but you can still get points. So you see how you get points for turning it in, you get points for the right answer. Even if you don't get the right answer, you take those 2 points away. You got 8 left. So you can still get points for your organization. In other words, good writing. And sometimes even if the rationale isn't but if you do perfect, that's not really subjective. You get perfect tens, that means you did what I asked. So it's not subjective. It only becomes subjective when something ain't right. It only becomes subjective when something's not right in your writing. So of course, turning it in is not subjective. That either you did it or you didn't. That's totally objective. The right answer is normally objective and not subjective either. So it's not like up to my train of thought and maybe this right or it could be right in this situation. Now there will be questions like that if you actually give me a rationale that I can use to say, oh, maybe it is right. Um, So I know that's weird. Like, well, how am I going to be a perfect writer? But you're not really going to run into that in this class. And then, of course, your organization. If you write well, that's 3 points out of 10. So you turned it in. So you got those two, and you wrote well. So you got 5 points out of 10. Maybe you didn't get the right answer, but that's still better than zero. Yeah. So of course, you remember you're over the semester, over the session, you're tallying up your score. So 5 points is always better than zero. And then of course the last three being whether or not you apply the right rationale. Normally, if you get it wrong in that second two, normally that three is probably going to be, you're not going to get points for that either. So, but sometimes, like I said, you may get it wrong, but if you apply a rationale, or let's say you apply the right rationale, but sometimes you can apply the right rationale but get it wrong because you stated the right rule, you were in the ballpark, but you just answered it wrong. You just weren't, I don't know, you weren't thinking. So that's how I graded. So that's what those 10 points consist of. So it's out of 10, and which is 10% of your grade. So just wanted to clarify that for you guys. So take care. Good night.